Well, hello there, appleandapps.com, latest in-action video. We're checking out Heroes of Loot, and let's dive right in. We got choices of Elf, Warrior, Wizard, or Valkyrie. Let's play with the Wizard, and this game, before we dive in, is a dungeon crawler style game, but rather than the usual fare, it's actually tied into a pretty much arcade action game, which will hopefully show you right off the top. So you move with the joystick in the left bottom corner, and then you have an attack button in the bottom right corner, and you got an overload of enemies, and you're just gonna rip through them as quickly as you possibly can. Actually, time doesn't matter, just before they damage too much of you, I guess. And now this game, it comes from the makers of Meganoid, as well as Gunslugs, and a few other retro-inspired games that fit a few different genres, and this is their take on a dungeon crawler. So that's completed level 1. And now this game, it gives you an unlimited amount of randomly generated dungeons, and you just essentially try to make it as far as you can in a given run, and then you're going to jump back out, and if you do end up dying, and it's going to be a random assortment the next time, and depending on how far you make it and just the skill level of your particular character will increase the difficulty the next time through. Lightning rune, bam! So you get some good action in there. And you can see there's all types of collectibles. And in a given level, you're just gonna be trying to find the key, which I just collected. Let's dive into the shop for a second. So you can get a shield for 250 coins. You just walk over here. We don't have enough coins, so it doesn't really matter. Let's dive back out into the action. And then you can see this, again, retro 8-bit art style, presenting these various dungeon type of creatures, as well as your main character and all the action. And in the top left, you see that you have the magic bar, which is green, and then your experience levels, and then of course your regular health level at the very top in red. You always want to keep a count of those. So hopefully you can see that this game style, at the most basic level, we've seen it before in a game like Warhammer Quest or Mage Gauntlet or something like that. But rather than turn-based or any style like that, actually Mage Gauntlet's pretty action-packed. This one is like that, where it's just going to be an overwhelming amount of enemies. You're just jamming the attack button to get through them all. And then of course there's the random alignment. And you just see the speed in action at work. So before we advance, we'll go back, and there's a hidden area, which is part of this game. I'll give a little tiny bit of story. Again, the 4 character classes of Elf, Warrior, Wizard, and Valkyrie. So now it's a whole different section. And this gives you random various tasks. So that's, as I said earlier, it's going to get more difficult based on your skill level that you've shown. So if you've liked action, you definitely come to the right place. And now, when you restart the game with the Wizard, in case you do die, it's going to be more difficult from the get-go because of what we just reached with that special little objective that popped up.
ow.
So since this is an endless setup, you'll probably want to play longer than just one sitting. So you're gonna also have the automatic checkpoints, and you can restart the game even after exiting, all that good stuff. And it's really nice that though there's the endless setup, you still have the ability, as soon as you die, you don't have to start from the very easy beginnings. You can have a more challenging re-beginning. We're just gonna try to keep going. Oh. And so this is what happens when you do die. And then dungeon difficulties at 2 stars, so we can go in and play a tougher setup with any of the different characters. And this is appleandapps.com, checking out Heroes of Loot in our latest in action video, and we'll talk to you next time.